In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean your temporary files on Windows 10. As you're surfing the internet, going to different websites, you accumulate a lot of different temporary files on your computer. And in time, those files will slow down your computer if they add up and accumulate. We're going to go in and we're going to remove all those temporary files, and I'm going to show you how step by step. You may want to write it down, that way you can do this every week, every couple weeks, depending on how much you use the computer, determines how much you got to clean your temporary files. So let's start. First thing you do on your Windows 10 computer, right click on the start button, click on run. You're going to open up the run box. Now, the first thing you want to type in there, we're going to type a couple different things to clean different folders. First thing you want to type is temp, T-E-M-P. Type temp in there and then hit OK. You might get this dialog box that says you need permission to access the folder. If you do, click continue. And then you'll open the folder up and you'll see some of your temporary stuff. You may have 10 or 15, you may have a couple hundred, but whatever it is, what you do is you hold your control key and your A key at the same time. And you can let go of those keys, and then you go to your keyboard and you hit delete. And then you hit continue. And it might not delete all of them. You might have to do it several times. But if it just leaves a couple of them, don't worry about it. Then you can close that out. I want to give a big shout out to my friend Ron in Cocoa, Florida, for putting this computer together for me. He's a real good friend of mine. He did a really great job. And this computer works good. And I'm planning on using it for editing and for teaching. So let's get back to the job at hand. So we removed the temps. Now we're going to go back into the run box by right-clicking your start, clicking run, and this time we're going to type in, hit the shift key and go up to the percentage. We're going to type in percentage, and we're going to type in temp again. Then we're going to hit the shift key again and type in percentage. So you'll have percentage sign, temp, and percentage. Once you have that, then you can click OK. This will open up another area. And again, do the same exact thing. You hold down your Control A. That highlights all the files. Then you go to your keyboard, and then you hit delete. And then you close it out. So you did your temp, and then you did the other temp, which has the percentage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the run box, same as you did the last two times. You'll go down to start, you'll right click start, go to run again, and just take whatever's in there out. And then we're going to type in prefetch, which is spelled P-R-E-F-E-T-C-H. All small letters. You don't have to put any caps in the run box. You can do all small letters. And then you're going to hit OK. You open this folder, and prefetch has, as you can see on mine, has pretty many, has a lot, and you might have a lot too. So then we're going to hold down the Control A, go to delete key on the keyboard, and then it's going to get rid of all those, which is real nice. So we just completed the 3 steps, which are in the run box, you're going to type in temp, T-E-M-P. You're going to get rid of all those files. Then you do temp with percentage signs, and you don't have to do it in order. You can do it any way you want. And then after that, you close out, you go back into the run box, and then you're going to type in prefetch, prefetch. I'm also going to show you how to clean your Chrome browser, which is a very important thing to do. After you do this, you clean your Chrome browser. I recommend people using Chrome to search the internet. And then I got my Google Chrome right here. So you double click on Google Chrome. Once that opens up, you go all the way to the top right hand corner of Google Chrome, and you'll see these three. Let me tune that in a little. There's these three dots. You click on them three dots and you hover over the history. You hover your mouse to where it says history, and you move your mouse on the history, and you left click that, and you want to clear your browser data. So all these are showing up here. Clear data, and that'll clear your browser data. You want to make sure that, one thing about going in there and cleaning your history, you want to make sure that the time range is set to all time. So make sure you set that to all time before you do it, and then clear the data, and it'll clear everything that's in there. There's some options to set it to an hour or a few hours, but set it to all. And then once you're done with that, you can actually go back to those dots in there and go down to settings. Once you get to settings, let's give it a second to populate. You go into, let me open mine up again. Okay, you go into settings, and then you can scroll down, and you want to click show the home button here, where it says under appearance, show the home button. What that does is the favorite websites that you search will come up on the top of your browser. So make sure you go down and to appearances and turn on show home button. And that'll give you those shortcuts. And you can go down a little farther to where it says search engine, and make sure Google's in there as your search engine. So make sure that's in there. That way you'll be good to go. So let me close that out. And you can also run CCleaner. After you do that, it's a free program, CCleaner. You run that, and that'll clean out more stuff that's on your computer. Make sure you download CCleaner for Windows 10. It's a little small program. It only takes about a minute to run, and it automatically gets rid of everything. Like on mine, you can see cleaning completed, 20.875 seconds. So you do that, you close that out, and then we're going to run the Malwarebytes anti-malware remover. If you don't have that yet, make sure you download Malwarebytes. And I'm sticking with the free version. And it will update itself once you do the scan. Checking for updates, it'll update it. So if it says out of date, once you click scan now, it'll start updating it. This is another program you definitely want to download from the internet. Malwarebytes free version. You can go to download.com and download this program, and I believe CCleaner's on there too. But you definitely want to have this program, Malwarebytes and CCleaner, to keep stuff off your computer and clean out all the junk that gets on there. and you'll notice a big difference that it speeds up your computer a lot compared to if it's running slow. Doing that cleaning that I showed you before, cleaning the cache, and running CCleaner and running this Malwarebytes, your computer's going to be running a lot faster. So I've already did this, so I don't have to let it run, but just to give you an idea, once it's finished, it will give you an option on the bottom to remove whatever it finds. So you can do that. Okay, we're just going to scan the whole computer, and right here it says detected objects. If you have things on there that it finds, that number will go up. It could go up to anywhere from 1 to 500 or so. Depends on what you have on there. So you run that until it's finished. That's Malwarebytes anti-malware. Gets rid of a lot of infections that get on your computer. So once that's done, you can close that out. And I also suggest you go and you get a free version of Avast antivirus. It's called AVAST free version. That's for Windows 10. And you can get that on the internet free also. And then you run this smart scan. Click on Run Smart Scan. It'll do a complete scan of your computer for free. Not like those other ones where you have to pay $50 every few months for it. This one is rated as good as the paid ones, or maybe even better. And it's completely free. So when you're looking for this program, make sure you search for Avast free antivirus for Windows 10. Because there's one for Windows 7 and so on. And you want the one for Windows 10. And you can download this right off the internet from download.com. And that's a very safe site to go to. So we're going to run this a little bit. And it takes a little time. If you haven't ran these programs before, it's going to take time to run as it's your first time. But the more you use them, the faster it runs. So you can do this, anytime you want. And it will do a lot of cleaning to your computer. Okay, once it's finished, you hit Resolve Issues. And the CCleaner is detecting, but I'm going to skip that because I know that's a good program. And you can close that out. And another thing that I recommend is you go down to the bottom where it says Search, and you type in Control Panel. Type in Control Panel. Go to your Control Panel, and you'll see where it says Uninstall a Program. You click on that. Now this box is where all your programs are on your hard drive. It shows you a whole list of the programs. If you have any toolbars on there or any programs that you didn't put on there, I would recommend removing them. Toolbars will slow down your computer, and they'll put some spyware on your computer. And taking out programs will speed up your hard drive some, and it will prevent you from getting malware and spyware and viruses. So go down the list and see what's on there. If you're not sure what it is, leave it on there. Don't remove it. But if you see something that looks suspicious, you just highlight it, go to the top, and hit Uninstall. You can do that one at a time. And then when you're done, you close that out. Another thing I like to do is go down to your toolbar in the bottom and right-click the toolbar, an empty space, and you left-click Task Manager. And, okay, I don't have any empty running programs, But if you have running programs on there, it will tell you what's running, and it'll let you highlight the program that you're not using that's running, and you can end task off that. And I recommend you doing that. Any programs on there that you're not using is using up your memory, so you just want to highlight it, right click, end task. So that should be it for today, and I hope you got some value out of this computer cleaning video. You cleaned your temps out, you ran CCleaner, which cleaned even more stuff. Then you ran Malwarebytes, free malware remover, which is a great program. And it tells you at the very end, gives you an option to remove stuff. Then you went to your antivirus, Avast, and you ran that to check for viruses. And then you also went into your hard drive looking for programs that you don't need or don't want, and you remove them. So this will be the end of this video, and I hope you got some good tips out of it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos on how to repair your computer and how to maintain your computer pretty much every few days. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment. If you have a tip of your own, definitely leave it in the comments. It may help somebody else. And I will see you in the next video. This is Michael Acacia from MSL Computer Service.